Handcuffs and sage may not be appropriate for all listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hey! It's Handcuffs and Sage!
I'm Red.
Timo!
And Trey!
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
So we're recording as well as taping us. So if you guys are a Patreon or patron,
A patron. Give us your money, patrons.
you will get to see this video.
Ooh.
Yay.
Lucky.
So we are having some skinny Cadillac margaritas.
Because we're trying to get skinny.
Yeah. I've been on the keto wagon this whole week.
Mm-hmm. Like, really good?
Yeah, really good.
Good.
Like, really, really good.
Good.
But tonight I made turkey burgers and French fries, and I ate like 3 little crispy critters.
I forget.
Okay. But I almost broke down and did some microwave popcorn earlier today.
I almost broke down to have microwave popcorn also today.
Yeah, and I didn't do
Full
it.
moon.
I didn't do it.
Weird things
This
are
full moon
happening.
is messed up.
Yeah, we've had kind of like a fucked up day.
Yeah.
Pretty much, all of us.
A lot of personal things.
Yeah.
But I would rather not disclose.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
I am very open, but my kids will be horrified if I talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they all have to do with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking teenagers.
And we almost lost our website.
Oh my
Scary
God, you
shit.
guys. I was trying to link our Patreon account to a picture, and I just could not do it on the laptop for some reason. It just was not working.
We pay you a lot to get
I know,
that shit right.
God, like I'm such a
What?
professional
A lot
web
of
designer,
wine
and like I couldn't
margaritas.
figure it out. So somehow I pressed trash, and I thought
Did it look like a bin, a trash bin?
Well,
And
no,
you're
it
like,
says
yeah, that
move to
seems right.
trash. It says move to trash, and I thought it was just going to move that block that I wanted to remove and start over, and it went like away,
It
and
was
I'm
like,
like,
select all
oh
delete.
fuck. All I could say was,
I've
oh
done
fuck,
this.
no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So then I turned it off, and then I'm like, you know what? No. So I turned my computer back on, and then I Googled restore, how to restore it, and I was able to restore. I didn't think it was going to work, and it worked. We lost our blogs. I had 2 blogs. I had Dre's story with her Be the Match. And then from last week's Badass Story, I did a blog and I posted the whole list of the 52.
Okay.
And told everybody like, hey, we're challenging you to do this with us. And so those disappeared. But those are so much easier just to get back and post than to do that whole fucking website again. I was about to cry.
Okay.
Because I knew I could do it again, but I had put so many hours into it.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. And I'm
Thank
glad
the
you
Lord.
brought up the 52
Yes.
good deeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay, I hope everyone's doing it with us.
Yeah.
And if not, no judgment, but you should.
Yeah. You have 51 more weeks to go.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was yours?
All right. So I organized a meal train for a very good friend who had some surgery on her elbow. And then she found out that her son was also a type 1 diabetic and was having a really, really hard time. This is now her second son with type 1.
Yep.
She was really emotional. So I was like, you know what? Now is the time. We had talked about it last week that we wanted to do a meal train for her. And this was just like, all right, we talked, but we got to do it. So I went ahead and I think I had the day off from work. So
she was getting all sorts
was
of things
busy. I was
done.
like,
All day she was like, can we do this and this and this? I'm like, chill. Some people work today.
So I got all the like football moms to get together and like specify a day. So I did Friday, you did Saturday. We had Fatima do or Thursday, Friday, and then somebody else did today. Somebody will do tomorrow. And when I took it to her, she was all teary eyed. She was really
sweet.
grateful, and her family all came out and greeted me, and they were just amazed at that I actually did it. You know, we talk a lot, but
It felt so good to do it.
it did.
You know, like I'm happy for her
Mm-hmm.
that she was able to get that like off her shoulders. Dinner is always like a weight on my shoulders. And she has so much going on that when you can do something like that for somebody else, it feels so good.
Right. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then I was able to do something small this week. My niece is collecting donations for the Gary Sinise Veterans Foundation, and I was able to give $5.
Good.
It's not a lot, but that's things that we can do, right? That's
Yeah.
a good deed.
Yeah.
All right. So I felt really good about this week that we started this and we got some things going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, guys.
Time to get real, bitches.
Let's do this.
Guess we're gonna be honest.
It's month's end, okay? So it's year end and month's end for January at my work. Totally crazy. I like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think I put in like 12-hour days. And then drove an hour and a half home and back home to
you're
work.
working
So
your ass off.
somebody actually did something for me. I had to stop and get something to eat real quick at Vaughn's up here at Sand Canyon. And none of the self-checkouts were, I had 2 things literally. And the self-checkouts weren't open. They were like all broke. So I'm like, oh my God. And there were like 2 people in front of me with full carts. So one person went and she started putting her stuff down. And then she looked at me and she's like, you want to go in front of me? And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah. So then I went ahead of her and I was able to get to work and whatever. But I thought I did something, but I can't think of what I did.
You didn't let anybody in front of you when you were driving through traffic? And...
Maybe you smiled
I do that.
at someone.
I
Maybe
do that.
complimented
Oh yeah,
someone.
I do that all the time though.
Yeah.
So that's,
okay, but
You're just
Yeah.
good
small,
all
but
the
it's
time.
good.
yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. I did like 5, 10, 15 different things.
She
this
did
week.
15 different
Yeah.
deeds,
So
so we need to
I
catch
got
up.
15 weeks off my checklist, bitches. Yep.
You're doing
Why
it.
can't we be like you?
See?
Yeah.
Let's talk about last night.
Oh,
Yay!
So, hey, girls.
Hey,
What's up? I hope
girls.
you guys are watching and
Yeah.
listening.
SCV Murderino.
Right. So,
Yeah.
we joined a Murderino group,
Yeah.
just Santa Clarita girls. And 8 of us got together last night.
And everyone was super cool and we had something to talk about. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so true. Like when you're into true crime or paranormal, like you have your
Yeah.
people.
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So when me and my sister would go to Crime Con, I'd always say, it's my people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you go and you can talk to anyone about anything. It's great.
Mhm.
And that's how it felt like last night. Like all of us know true crime things and true crime people. And these are my people. And they were all super cool. So hi, SCV Murderinos.
Yeah, we had a good
It was so
time.
fun. It was so fun.
Yeah.
You know, and so we went to Olive Garden on a Friday out here in Valencia, and it's a nightmare.
It's crazy.
But it was good for us because it just gave us time to like not stress and just kind of, you know, like kick back and not worry about
and make new friends.
And I think
so
I think
cool.
our waiters kind of knew that was going on. They're like, "Oh, good, we don't need to pay attention to them," because we told them right off the bat we don't know each other. All we know is like commenting on Facebook on a mutual group that we're all on. And I mean, it was not awkward at all. It was awesome.
I feel bad though because one of the girls, she's going kind of through a lot and she had a whole day, like a whole personal day. And I do this a lot. I'm such an ass. I told the waitress it was her birthday. It was not her birthday. But I told her, it's her birthday. Like, bring her over some cake. And they didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't.
Forgot.
Oh.
They probably forgot.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it was her real birthday, we would have been, like, on it,
right,
you know?
But I'm kind of notorious for this. I love to tell people it's
I thought I heard
birthday.
you say that. It was really funny. Because there's 8 people at the table.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm full on having a conversation with these 2 sisters. And, like, a whole other party's happening to the right of me. And it was hard. It was so loud. So it was
this
so
was
hard.
me. I was like,
I know.
okay, I'm joining this
She's like,
conversation.
doing this
Okay,
and
I'm
going
going to
back
join
and
this
forth.
conversation. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to come back over here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, we went to an Italian place and we were able to stay on keto. That was awesome.
Woo!
Yeah.
Zoodles and chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I had some red wine, which not really. And you had your skinny Bellini or whatever it was, right?
margarita.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I just had meatballs and
It looks
some
good.
It was
seafood,
yummy.
seafood mushrooms, but
What are you going to do? It's still good?
it was too fishy. I don't know what was going on with that. Obviously, they use real crab or real something.
How dare
dare
they?
they? Right.
Is this real?
I know. It was really,
I
it was
say
too,
crab.
too fishy.
Paying for this real shit.
Yeah, so,
Olive Garden.
right. Which was good because I was going to have the seafood with the breadcrumbs, which is totally not keto, and I ended up not eating that anyway. So, yeah, it was great. So,
Yep.
I'm good.
We're doing it. We're doing
I
it.
did a pee on the stick today, not the pregnancy stick, but the,
I was just going to say what?
Like, what?
Yeah, no.
Why?
What?
the ketosis pee
Oh,
thingy.
Yeah. How'd that look?
It was like the first thing, which is when I first did keto over a year ago, and the first time I tested myself, it came up like friggin' maroon.
What if it was accidentally a pregnancy test and you've been pregnant this whole time?
You're right.
What?
Like
Don't even
like
play.
a 20
Don't
month
even
It's
play.
full
pregnancy.
moon, bitch. You have a baby tonight.
Like a 20-month pregnancy. Yeah, that's great. But
some people have those.
I freaked out when it turned bright purple because I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then when I looked it up, it's like, oh, it's fine. You're in ketosis, but you're just probably dehydrated.
Oh, yes,
so
that's true.
I have trace, which is good because even a trace is you're in some type of ketosis, which means I'm probably not dehydrated. So because I've been drinking a lot of water and stuff. So okay, so I'm good. I'm there.
I've been doing it for a month. I'm down 11 pounds.
Yes, good girl.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Like if I could be slow and steady like that each month, that will get me somewhere. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah. And I feel
it's so hard though.
Well, in the beginning, it's really hard.
It was not hard for me the first time around. I was so good, and I just was.
You didn't get sick?
I didn't get the keto flu. No.
Oh, see, I get the keto flu.
And I did not want to cheat or anything at all. I didn't want to cheat. I didn't want to do nothing. And now this time, I'm just like crying for carbs, man.
Okay, you'll work through it.
I went to the grocery store and I bought like a shitload of cheese and meats and stuff like that.
Are you grating it in your mouth at night?
That Parmesan here.
I was so... No, keep going. Keep going.
You know, I saw a nutritionist on Thursday.
Why are you just telling us about this now?
Because it was whatever. And...
kind of a big deal.
She's like, so she went over my blood test. She like went over, like I was going to have you go over them with me. Mm-hmm. And then I was there with her and she's like, oh, I have them right here. Let's go over it. And she told me everything. And like, you know, she talked about like different things. She's like, the saturated fats are bad. And I'm like, well, guess what? When I'm on keto, I eat a shit load of cheese. Yeah. There's nothing. She's like, okay, well, so she's letting me go on keto.
Oh, she's for
a certain amount of time.
How much time?
Until I lose where I want to go.
Oh, okay. What is your goal?
Probably about 40, 50 pounds.
Mine is 50.
Okay.
To get into my normal weight, I have to lose 50 pounds. And I have all sorts of health problems. I always have health problems. So I know that if I get into a normal weight, maybe I won't be in so much pain all the time. And have so many like hormonal fluctuations.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then she's going to work with me with like maintaining that. Mm-hmm. Because when I fell off the wagon, I was going through that whole stressful period. And I just went like from keto to like totally not like bad, like not easing my weight back in at all.
Sabotaged yourself.
Yeah. So I like ruined it in 3 months. Mm-hmm. Like it took a year to lose and in 3 months to gain back. It's horrible.
I started a job at a certain place this last summer and I had lost 30 pounds. And within my training period, I gained all 30 pounds back. So I have to re-lose that weight. Yep. And then lose more.
That's the whole corporate thing. Because they just feed you.
Like every day they're like, oh, you kind of hate your life. Here, have some cake. We've got some cake for you.
We
and
have
every day they're like, we got some sandwiches. I just piled it in. Yeah. And I felt it. I knew what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally responsible for this.
Yeah.
I'm not avoiding the dieting, just so y'all know. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm breastfeeding. It's too much. Yeah. I'm like struggling. Like if I try to do keto, I will be unhappy.
Well, I don't know if you can do it while
baby will be very happy either.
Yeah, don't piss off the baby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
The baby's too cute to piss off.
He is.
Yeah, and he has teeth now, so.
Oh, he bites.
Yeah.
He scared me the other day.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing? I was like, stop it now.
Oh.
What was that?
I stopped by the time they didn't have teeth yet, so I didn't have to deal with that. But
I will go. I will go as long as he wants me to go, unless he's, like pulling my shirt up for him. I can't do that. But
I've had friends that have done that. Yeah.
They say, "Mommy, booby."
Yeah. No. Exactly. 110% yes. I decided to follow your lead.
My lead in life?
Yes. Follow your lead. Right. And I decided to do something lovey, like love, Valentine's Day, whatever. Oh. So, yeah. It was really hard to find. Okay, like I had
Did you put a love spell on someone?
Yes. Ooh. Yes. So I wanted to do so many different stories. Like, literally, this past week, I had like 5 stories I wanted to do. The one I'm doing is not one of those 5.
Yeah. Way to go.
Why?
Yeah. Because this one popped up and I'm like, what the fuck? And I had heard about this like a long time ago. And so it's not ghosts. Like, it's not like spooky haunted. It's a little bit paranormal. It's just really creepy and weird and strange and bizarre.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's like every other story you've ever told.
Yeah, no, this
creepy
one, wait. Just
and
wait.
Weird.
So, I wanted to be cool like Red and do little...
Hey, get in line, bitch.
I can't do it. I can't do it. So, I had to go back and do my notes like my old-fashioned way on my notepad. And then I had so many notes. So, I'm half notes on my book.
I am also half notes
in my card
today. So,
yeah.
Just
join the fucking club.
Just kidding.
So, just bear with me here. I have like little notes. Okay, go to the card. Go to the card. Don't look at my notes, cheater.
That is cheating.
Okay.
So rude.
All right, so here we go. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Red, married.
Am I married?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Currently.
Dre, married.
Yeah.
Timo? Yeah, not so much.
What?
I'm not married. And I've actually never been married.
Is this handcuffing season?
I was like...
Fine, someone for Valentine's Day. You
We'll
can have
see.
mine. You ain't doing shit.
All right. Listen, so like I was like common law marriage if common law was like a thing in California.
How long
which
were you guys
it's
together?
not.
What are the rules?
You have to be, I don't know, I think it's 7
years?
years, I think it is, but we've been dating off and on since we were like 19 years old.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's like 30 years basically we've been together off and on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
So anyways, yeah, but
Sounds
so
amazing.
I may have some better luck in death to get married
Oh.
because I found something called ghost marriages.
Talk to me, boo.
Ghost
Let's
marriages.
do this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna marry so many fucking people.
Oh, okay. So I'm knocking my
Maddie.
cards right here, right next to the microphone. That's so great. Okay,
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
great. Okay. So what's a ghost marriage?
Give it to me. Can I be a bridesmaid?
Yeah. No.
Can I wear a white dress and go down the stairs to your wedding?
I want to be a bridesmaid
This
too.
is totally not the kind of marriage that you're
Stop trying
thinking
to
about.
be like me.
Yeah.
Right?
This is not the kind of marriage that you're
I'm gonna
thinking
be the maid
about.
of honor.
Could you imagine the bachelorette party in like death?
Okay. So wait till you hear
We're
where
not
I'm.
sick
Wait
of our
till you
shit.
hear where I'm
We're not
going
gonna
with
go out
this.
to
First
drink.
of all,
We're gonna
yeah,
go out
no.
and do like ghost like.
No, it's
Hardcore
not even what you guys are
ghost
thinking.
shit.
It's not
Alright,
what you're
okay.
thinking.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, just sit back.
Okay.
Sit back and
This is
listen
what happens
and
when
wait.
I don't look at your
Okay.
notes.
Buckle up.
So what is a ghost marriage? A ghost marriage is a union of two unmarried deceased people who died at a very young age within the childbearing years.
Okay.
Okay? So dying a bachelor or bachelorette, and this is in China, makes you unworthy to be buried with your ancestors.
No, why?
How rude.
Yeah.
That's
And
super judgy.
it's basically a custom that's been around for over 3,000 years
You know
in
what
China.
I hate? Customs.
Yeah, it's a custom.
Oh, I hate it.
But when I get into like the whole deal, we got to remember that it's not our custom. It's not our like thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we
It's
should be
gonna-
open-minded
We should be
and
open-minded.
understanding.
Yes,
And
and
not
understand.
judging.
Yes, because
It's hard.
It's going to be very hard
It feels uncomfortable.
because I have some doozies for you.
Give it to me, girl.
Okay. So, it's different from a woman to a man, though. Go figure. We're talking about China, okay?
Oh my God, there is an equality in China?
There is not.
That's not.
Okay, so when a woman dies, her spirit tablet, okay, now what a spirit tablet is, it's kind of like this stone. It could be marble, it could be whatever. And it's basically like a place card that has like your list of ancestry and then like there's images of different gods and whatever.
Okay.
So it's when someone dies, they place this tablet where they're going to light incense, give you food, give you whatever. It's kind of like our gravestone.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So in China, when a woman dies, her tablet is not placed at her altar. It's placed at the family of her husband's altar. So whenever someone dies, they have an altar, they put the tablet, they do their offerings and whatever. So what happens if you're unmarried? You don't have a husband's family to deal with. So if a young person who is unmarried dies, they get a shitty little written piece of paper tablet.
Wow.
And it's like just thrown in the corner by the door. Like you
like me with all my things.
Yeah,
in
you're
my
treated
house.
like trash basically. It's
that's
so
gonna go in the
sick.
corner and nobody can see it.
It's so sad. That part is so sad.
That is sad.
So, and also an unmarried woman is prohibited to die in her family home as well. So
what do you mean prohibited?
What if it's an accident?
Yeah.
Well, if it's accident,
what if you
they
choke
can't.
and die?
Okay, so like if you want to go
That's
home,
like
and, say
very-
you're so you.
Oh, I
okay,
see. Okay,
like say
so like
you,
if
you
it's
have
like a
cancer,
planned death.
right? Yeah.
Like you're on hospice.
So they built this temple, and it's called a death house, and it's basically for what they call spinsters, and they make you go there to die.
That sounds awful.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's embarrassing.
It
to
really
them.
makes me think about people that have been in that moment who are going to die and they send them to a death house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
That's
to go to the
awful.
death house to die. Your family goes with you, so it's not like they just go and like leave you there.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you want to like die in like your own bed in your own home, like
Yeah.
surrounded?
Well, that's
and because
the-
you chose
the way
not to
people,
get married for
hope,
whatever,
hope to die.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like if I'm gonna die of old age, yeah, I want to die in my
yeah.
my own home.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if a woman, okay, so this is fun. Okay, so if a woman is engaged,
Okay.
so she's
She's
engaged,
so close.
she's on her
She's
way,
so
she's so
almost
close,
there.
right? And then her fiance dies. What the fuck now? What is she supposed to do, right? She can still decide to go forward with the wedding. So they will continue the wedding.
Okay.
This is very interesting.
Yes. Guess what stands in for the groom?
Can I just guess? Can I seriously
What, their
guess?
father? A dummy.
Like a brother, maybe?
That's a good answer.
skeleton.
Because there's
Like-
something in
like-
the future that is the answer.
Right.
But no, for the actual
Oh.
wedding ceremony, a white cock, which would be a rooster.
Stop it.
I got one in the other room. You can do all death weddings.
A white cockery is what they call
Oh.
it. Which is basically a rooster. I don't think it has to be white because I've never seen a white rooster before.
I've never seen a white
either.
one.
They
Maybe
probably
those are
bleach-
popular in
bleach his
China, but
feathers.
so let's just say a rooster
I'm gonna
stands
look
in,
it up.
stands in
White
for
cock.
the groom.
White
What do you
cock.
think will
Do
come
not-
up on
do
Google?
not Google white
Just
cock.
put white cockery.
Cockaroo.
White cockery.
Oh,
Right.
is it like a? Okay.
I'm actually gonna do
no,
white
I need
cock.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, white cock.
Who can do it faster?
Because I've heard stories where it was a white cockery and then it was a white
Plates and
she
dishes.
found plates.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
it's,
a
a cockatoo.
cockatoo.
No, you put cockatoo.
I put
It's a
cockatoo.
rooster. I'm gonna take a sip. It's a rooster
A
the
cockatoo
hell?
can stand in.
because a rooster's a cock, whatever, right?
They're all a bunch of cocks.
But that's not the worst part of it.
Okay.
She has to take a vow of celibacy for the rest of her life.
Oh,
Yeah, don't sign me up
I'm
for
not doing
that.
that.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
sorry, babe.
And then she's forced to live with
Who
his
made
family.
the rules?
A man.
3,000
A
years
man,
ago.
guaranteed.
No woman's like, yeah, no, fucka for you.
But you know what? This is the thing. In law, she's married. So she gets all the benefits of being married.
No, because one of the only benefits of being married is getting it on. Everything else is just such horseshit
Okay,
all
but
the time.
in China, it's different because you need to be married to be somebody.
well, I
If
don't
you're
believe
not
in that.
married, you're like,
I don't believe in that.
whatever.
Because if I wasn't married, I am still a somebody.
Yeah, not in China,
Yeah.
girl.
Well, it's a good thing we don't
Sorry.
live in China.
I like how I can see my pajama pants right here.
Hey.
Like, I try to be profesh, but I'm wearing pajamas and slippers.
If you look, it doesn't look like that. So
It
but
does.
now
It just looks like a
now,
white,
yeah,
like
now you
half
just told
white
everybody
ass.
that you're wearing
Yeah.
pajama pants.
I don't care. Boop.
Okay. With men, it's totally different. Men basically get married for the benefit of their family and not for their benefit. So they really just get married for to make descendants and to carry on their family name. That's it. But they don't have to take the vow of celibacy.
Oh my god, that would be a nightmare
they
for
don't,
them.
yeah, they
Give
don't have to
me
do
a
any of that
break.
stuff.
Come
Which,
on now.
yeah,
Give
go
me
figure.
a break.
Right?
Bullshit.
I'm gonna say it. I think they did this all wrong.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Men should not be in charge of the rules.
I've been saying that since day one.
Right.
I came out, I'm like, women should say what to do.
Testosterone Illuminati. We haven't said that in a long time.
It is the testosterone Illuminati.
Yeah, basically.
You know what? I believe in the pussy Illuminati.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
So this is why marriage is like pushed on like all the young people in China. It's like get married, have children, have children, have children. So unmarried men in China are called bare branches. And they're basically like a tree with bare branches. They have nothing to contribute to their family tree. They're just these, whatever.
Like lamos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are called leftovers.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
My God.
Yes. And guess what age you have to be considered a leftover?
25.
Close, 27 years old.
Oh, I was going to guess.
So if you wanted to be an educated woman and go to college and do your thing
You're
and
like
whatever, you are a
spinster
spinster at 27 years old.
So fun fact, I was raised in a certain religion. And the way we were brought up was to get married and have as many kids as possible. And I remember thinking growing up, oh, not married by 20, you're old. That is old.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
And that's crazy, because if I could do it over again,
no, thank you.
I think I would have waited until I was at least 25 to get married. Because you don't know who you are. You don't even know who you are, what you like, or what you want in life.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
your cerebral whatever hasn't really...
No, you're not fully developed.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my husband and I, we got together when we were very, very young. And we had our first baby when we were very young. And I didn't even know anything about anything. You know what I mean? We got lucky.
You guys got lucky.
You know why? Because this pussy Illuminati makes all the fucking rules. That's why. Honey.
He doesn't listen. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, right? Nobody listens.
I'm like, on the other hand...
This keto drink is delicious.
It's so good.
We're gonna have to pause and get
I feel skinnier.
We will.
You know what I mean? I feel keto-fied.
I feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you're unmarried and you're young and you die, it's thought that you are like lonely and you're sad in the afterlife because you're not with your spouse. Okay?
It's kind of sad.
So,
I mean, if that's what they believe, that's really
right,
sad.
it's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
So, but they also believe that person is now going to haunt you and curse you. So basically, they're going to come back and haunt your family. They have put a curse on your family, and it'll bring on sickness in your family, bad luck.
Oh, it's bad juju.
Mm-hmm. Downfall of the family name.
Just like the full moon on our family today. It's been
misfortune. Terrible. So people are like, oh, fuck. Like, oh my God, he didn't get married. She didn't get married. She's dead now. We're fucked. So let's fucking figure this shit out. So they come to you in nightmares, or they will hold seances to call the spirit and find out what they want. Like, why are you here? Like, why are you haunting
So the
us?
spirit comes in a seance and says what they want in the afterlife
Basically,
partner?
yes, they want an afterlife partner. I will continue to curse you until you do this for me.
Until you marry me.
That's
right.
really messed up.
That's fucked up.
Why can't they just be like, all's good here? I got a vibrator on the other side.
No, it's not like that. So they call the ghost matchmaker.
I can totally be a ghost matchmaker.
It's so fun, right? They call me.
You like noodles? She likes noodles.
And it is exactly like that.
Oh
so
my
this
gosh.
dude is like a master. They call him like a feng shui master.
Yes.
And he keeps track of like all the deaths in all the villages, like near and far. So like everybody knows like, okay, this person died, da, 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 da. So you go to him and you're like, okay, my son died. My daughter died. They are Scorpio. They are Gemini. Yes, it's total
like
horoscope.
Match.com.
Yes, total horoscope.
It's like Married at First Sight, but you did.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
They like this. They like this. We're looking for this. Whatever, and then they find the match.
This is so crazy because they're talking about their dead loved one and what they like.
I
That's
know.
really sad.
Right, but supposedly they come to you
gosh.
in dreams and they tell you this.
Okay.
They tell you what they want. They want a Scorpio, or they want this person, or they want this person.
Or they could say,
they do a
"I'm happy."
seance, and the seance, they come to the seance and they tell you what they want.
Okay.
So once a match is found, then they have a ceremony, a wedding ceremony.
This is nuts.
Let's be open-minded. Let's be open-minded.
I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to be open-minded.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the whole ceremony.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's marry someone.
It takes 2 to 3 hours almost, and the reason why is because the main dude that does the ceremony has to call the spirits in because they have to be present for the ceremony. So he does his little.
So it takes a long time because he's like, "Come to me."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're
they
not
build.
wearing a tux.
Okay, so like in the Egyptians days when they would put in the tombs, they would put they're being buried with their jewels. They're because everything they put in their thing, they get to take to the afterlife with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is almost kind of like the same thing. So they build out of paper and cloth what they think they're going to need in the afterlife. So they build the bride, they build the groom in they're like these paper dolls, basically. They build them a huge house. They build them a matrimonial bed.
The Sands dude does this?
It's like there's a group that does this. Like you go to like a wedding planner
like
and
a
they have this.
wedding planner.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly what this.
It's
just really funny.
How much money do they make?
Oh, well, let me tell you. Let me fucking tell you.
Because they could be like, oh, they want the doves.
Yes.
They want the horse.
Let me tell you. Wait. So I saw a documentary. And it was it's called Ghost Marriage Documentary. It's on Netflix. It's by Hikers Film. So Highghkers, Hikers Film, Ghost Marriage Documentary. There's this guy, it's subtitled, so they're speaking in Chinese, and it's really fast to follow. But this is what he does. He has a place, and this is where they hold these ghost marriages.
Okay.
So they build these paper dolls, and then they give them things that they need. So they give them money. They give them food. They give them furniture.
Do they need money?
Yeah, I guess
they
they
need
do.
Furniture?
Yeah, they need furniture. They need all that.
So just take a moment?
Yeah, so it's just like this huge, table with stuff and this paper house and these little doll thingies, and they also throw a big party. So the one in the documentary wasn't a big party, but there's ones where they throw a full-on wedding. So it's a feast, booze, dancing, partying, socializing, all that good stuff.
Huh.
So when the ceremony starts, the parents of the deceased light candles. So they light the candles, and then they step back, and then the guy comes out, and he's doing his thing, and he has incense, and he's doing his thing. He's calling upon the spirits to come, and they might not come right away. So he has to do it over and over, and then
is he charging by the hour?
He is. Want to know how much these fucking
wait, let's guess. Let's play a game.
Okay. $10,000.
Oh, wait, by the hour?
Well, it's
for the whole thing.
For the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm going to say $23,000.
About that. Anywhere from $25 to $30K.
Ooh.
Can you believe that?
For dead people who really don't.
For a dead person wedding. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a racket.
Yeah.
Is this still going on?
Well, they got to build the paper dolls. Come on, you got to build the big paper house.
Paper dolls cost
You're right.
thousands of dollars.
You're right. It's totally worth $30,000. What was I thinking? I can't even buy a home. But yes, let's have a death wedding. Oh my god. Oh my god.
To them, it's totally worth it because their family member will not be disgraced, and their family member will be happy for eternity.
But what if it came out the person that made the rules is just kidding, none of this is real?
Yeah,
just kidding.
Right? Oh my gosh.
I also invented Slender Man.
What?
I bet you that dude thought up this whole thing, right? Because that guy was pretty clever.
It's a hoax.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back to the ceremony. So the parents light the candles. The dude's doing his thingy. Okay, then he's satisfied. Okay, the spirits are in the dolls.
How do we know?
He knows.
Okay.
Because Robert the
he
doll
knows.
said.
Because Robert the doll is the groomsman who has to give the speech at the death weddings.
Right. Okay, so he's there. They're in their dolls. Then the parents come over and they fake comb the hair. on the paper dolls.
Sweet.
So there's
This is
Baby
the
Jesus.
parents giving the blessing. They are giving the blessing of the marriage.
Okay, so I just want to take it back for a second.
Let's have an open mind. Come on.
I'm trying really hard.
Okay. Because I can go to this place. I can. Mm-hmm. Your child has died. So you're at their wedding.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they are pretending that they are combing the hair of their child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is so fucking sad.
It is.
This thing seems like the saddest. Like, I could not get through something like that.
But in a way, I'm thinking that maybe this helps them cope.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking because this is their custom.
So to me, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should do a death wedding. You guys can be in the wedding.
Okay, all
right. But there has to be a party.
But it gets so much better.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So after the combing, then they take a cup of liquor, whiskey, Chinese liquor, I don't know what it is, and they just like throw it on the floor in front of the
Just
dolls.
someone lick it up. Don't tell anyone this story.
You go to the gravesite.
My mother told
you
this. Don't tell anyone
You
this
told
story.
this already once
Did
before.
I?
Yes.
It was like hilarious because we had like a girls' weekend and we all got super wasted. Like a family weekend.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And she spilled a little margarita on the ground. I'm sorry. And she sucked it off the ground. Everyone knows now.
Well, just like Annalise Michonne looked up her urine after she peed on the floor because she was possessed by the demons. Remember?
Oh, you took it there.
Except a margarita is delicious.
Yeah.
Right.
Urine. Listen.
Yeah, not so much.
No, I feel like when the parents do that, they're like, you know, like when like nowadays, like gangsters when their friends die, and they go to the gravesite and they like pour one for the homies.
Yeah. Okay,
like that.
gotcha.
That's what it is.
Okay. But it was weird because they carried I don't want to say it's weird. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it's weird.
She's not in judgment.
Yeah. They take their little cups and they just kind of go shoo and they like
I feel like it's
throw
funny
it.
because they're like, ding.
I don't know what that's about. Why? That
Like, do it quick. Hurry up.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. Then
I actually really love this because I've never heard of anything like
I know,
this.
right?
Yeah.
It's just bringing up emotions, like how emotional this was.
Yes, for sure. So then after that, they take the paper dolls and they lay them together on the paper bed.
It's not even a real bed.
It's
$30,000. You don't get a real bed.
No,
not
it's
even
like
from
IKEA.
Well, because the paper
bed.
dolls are like only like I don't know how tall, like maybe
Are they
like
3 feet
like
tall?
3 foot tall, like Robert. And then they take and they just lay him there, and then the guy's doing his like incense, and he's doing his thing, and then it's done.
Okay.
Then there's a whole group of people. They carry everything out of where they're doing the ceremony. They carry it out to the street or wherever they're going to do this.
Okay.
And they set everything together and then they light it on fire.
Oh. Oh. There's $30,000.
$30,000. It's very emotional. And you know what?
Yeah, all the things like all the
Light it
trinkets and everything.
Yeah.
Everything's being burned.
Okay.
I'm going to sneeze.
Go ahead, girl. Do it.
If you need a fucking sneeze, girl, you
fucking sneeze.
You know what? I lost it.
Okay. So they watch it burn, and then there's a pile of ash in the street.
Oh my God.
Then they take a bottle of the whiskey or the Chinese liquor, whatever it is, and then they do a circle around the
Like
ashes
sake?
in the street,
I'm just making things up. Okay.
and it's done. All those things that burned are now with them in the spirit world.
Okay, but is there a reception? Because
Yes.
if you're going to spend this kind of money,
Yes.
I'm just saying it.
The one in the
Say it.
documentary that I watched, they didn't go into a reception.
I would have a party.
Because it was very
I would
intimate.
too. Like
It was
going through an emotional process. Fucking
Yeah.
reception.
the one on the documentary is like an elopement ghost marriage. It was like a ghost
They can
elopement.
elope?
Yeah.
Oh my
Holy
God.
crap,
The
come on.
ghost didn't ask their parents if they could
No,
marry?
the parents arranged the elopement.
They're like, if I knew Andrea, I would know.
This
that
is
she
the
wanted
thing.
to elope.
Yeah, this is the thing. I wanted to see a big friggin' party, right? And I couldn't find the documentary. So I found 2 documentaries. One was really bad. I didn't even want to finish watching it.
This is
But
crazy.
this one was cool.
This
It
is
was cool. I
crazy.
liked
Yeah,
it
it's
because
crazy.
the guy was explaining. He's like, I'm going to do what makes them happy. So if this is going to make them happy in the afterworld, I'm going to make them happy. So he did it. Everybody's happy. Parents are happy, whatever. Now, this is the horrible part. They didn't show this part in the documentary, but this is part of the thing. So
this
what they
is the horrible part?
Yeah.
Sure.
So they go and they exhume the bride.
No, stop.
And then they take her and they bury her with him in the family grave.
But why?
And when that is done, they are pronounced man and wife, and then they go off in eternity together.
That's pretty extreme.
Right?
I'm going to say, doesn't need to be done. None of this needs to be done.
So now my notes here say, I need to read the prayer.
My notes now say,
which is
this
the prayer.
Is fucked
The
the notes say,
and I
I
missed my other notes, so let me tell you. I'm going to read this one real quick. Okay,
so
so I got a lot of my notes from ABC News. There was an article online for that. There's a website called Facts and Details. Of course, Wikipedia, and then the YouTube. So this is from ABC News. There's a journalist that works for ABC News, and his name is Bang Zhao, and this is what he said.
Okay, let's hear it, girl.
So he had a friend that died in 2009 from leukemia, and he was unmarried. So his mother found him a bride. She was slowly dying of kidney failure. So they arranged the marriage. She did die, and then they had a funeral. And then the very next day, they had the wedding.
The next day?
The very next day, they had a wedding. So they were sad one day.
Did she know that she was going to be married to somebody who was already dead?
I don't know if she knew that or not.
Okay.
She's like, I'm not into him.
Yeah, I know, right?
So they celebrated the next day. They had never met in life, but they are together forever in the afterlife.
That's a lot
There's
of
just
pressure,
something about
right?
it that I don't like.
Right?
I know, forever?
Yeah.
And then they were buried
I want a
together.
divorce.
They were buried together in his family's grave. And then the mom was quoted as saying, "Finally, he's a married man."
Oh, gosh.
So this gets crazy, you guys. I'm just like at the tip of the iceberg right here. So now I'm going to read the prayer. This is the afterlife wedding prayer.
Give it to me, girl.
So when I say so-and-so, I'm saying like they're addressing the names of the people that are getting married.
Okay.
So-and-so, I hereby inform you, you died at a young age, thus did not realize the great principle of marriage. You sleep alone in the dark world and lack the intimacy of a man and woman. Just as living people long for a companion, the dead long for loneliness too. Unexpectedly, family had a daughter who just passed, and like an autumn leaf, we sent for your souls to meet. We choose this day for the rite of your union. We also set an offering next to your shrine tablet, furnished with all the foods that you need. Please send your spirit down to the banquet and eat the meal. So this is kind of what they say when, this is probably what the dude with the incense is kind of saying to bring them down. Okay.
There's so much stuff.
Okay. These ghost weddings don't really have to be between two dead people. Sometimes they're between a live person and a dead person.
Oh,
Sweet.
I mean, well, like if you're engaged and your like fiance dies, right?
No.
Oh,
well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it like
this
what?
is worse? This is worse. This is worse.
Don't worry.
Okay, so there is a show on Netflix that you can watch right now.
Woo!
And it's called The Ghost Bride.
Well, not right now because we're doing the show.
Right.
Do it right now.
It's 6 episodes. I'm 3 episodes in.
What is it
I
called?
love it. It's called The Ghost Bride.
Putting it down.
And it's in Chinese. But what's fun is it has the subtitles and it's dubbed in English, but it's like British English. So fun. I love it. It's so great.
The best.
So you could just watch it. they're speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
There's subtitles, but you can hear them. But like they all have British accents, which is awesome.
I'm gonna wait for the Hebs to fall asleep, and I'm gonna watch.
Yes, it's kind of goofy, so I love it. Okay, so it's a horror flick. It's a horror flick.
Not a horror flick.
Series.
Horror flick? The horse?
It's the
Prostitution whore! Prostitution whore.
Horror. Yeah.
Horror.
But there's
Say
kind of like,
that 10
it's kind of like
times.
us. It's like a comedy kind of thing going on.
This isn't
too.
that funny.
Yeah. There's some funny shit going on in the show too. It's great. I love it. So, okay. So there's benefits to both sides of this. So if a man dies unmarried at a young age, his family will go out looking for his ghost bride. Okay?
Okay.
Now remember, when a bride marries a ghost, she has to take the vow of celibacy, and she basically mourns the death of her husband for the rest of her life. So basically, she gets and it's rich families that do this. It's not the poor families. It's a very rich family. So she gets to go live in the lap of luxury.
But she can't get
She can't have sex ever
the
again.
point to doing anything in life is to get it on.
Can she have a dildo?
Can she have a dildo?
I don't know.
A ghost dildo?
No. Can she
Maybe,
masturbate?
Oh yeah. I don't know if she can have a dildo, but you know, what do they
Can we Google it?
I don't know what the rules of that is.
Google dildo, see if it comes up for ghost wedding.
Ghost dildo, we check for you real quick.
So this is kind of what the Ghost Bride on Netflix is about.
Okay,
and they're taking it. Yeah, they're taking it to an extreme. So everything that I've told you guys today is what you will see in this series. It's craziness.
Okay.
But to the extreme, remember.
Okay.
So the benefits, it basically benefits both sides. So basically, yeah, she has to vow to celibacy. She can sneak the fuck out, fuck the gardener, whatever the fuck she wants to do, right? Right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows that shit. Nobody knows that shit. And she basically has all whatever she needs. She has money. She has a place to live. She has this. And then on the other hand, the family now is happy because their son now has a bride. He will be happy in the afterlife when she joins him in the afterlife.
Okay.
And then it lawfully gives them the opportunity to adopt a child, which then gives the dead son a descendant to carry on.
Oh my gosh.
But where does the child come from? It comes from the brother's kid. So the brother gives a kid to the new bride, and he is basically now the dead man's son. And
who thinks of this?
And this is
I don't know.
Who thinks of this?
Right?
He's the uncle? Like what?
He's the yeah.
Oh,
So
come on now.
so
The
all
whole time she's like, "You're not my husband. You're not my husband."
no. This is.
No.
Oh wait, you guys are right. Okay, there's two things. There's two things. The brother can stand in for the husband.
Oh no.
And they can have a child together, and it is
so she can have sex.
Yes, she with the brother. Have a child, and it's considered the dead man's child. But then he can also give one of his children that's already born to her, and it's his brother's
Why would they
child.
do that?
Fucked up.
Why would they do that?
This is their custom.
Can you imagine, like,
Oh my
I'm fucking your brother, I'm fucking your brother, I'm fucking your brother.
right? It's so weird.
I know, she doesn't give a fuck.
No, she's like, you're not actually
She's
Ben.
like, whatever.
You're not actually Ben, you're John.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you, John.
So now we're going to get into some
So
crazier.
weird.
You thought this shit was crazy. Okay. So China has a big gender issue.
What?
It's gender.
No way.
It's called a gender imbalance.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
In 2018, so I don't know, they haven't done a thing for 2020. There were 32 million more men than women in China.
That's a lot.
Because everyone wanted the male.
Well, because of the
Right.
one child policy
Right,
that
so
they had.
the male.
And what was sad is, do you guys know that if they were pregnant with a female child,
I know
they
that.
did elective abortions?
Yeah, I know this, yeah. So
No.
And then if they didn't know what they were having, and they ended up having a girl, they abandon it and like it died.
No,
I don't know what they would do to it. Yeah,
don't tell me this.
it's horrible. So now this has really got them in trouble because they have fucking 32 million more men than women. So when these fuckers die, where are they finding dead women? Right?
It's awful.
So in the area that they are doing these ghost brides, it's a huge coal mining community, and coal mining in China isn't the way it should be. It's very dangerous, so there's many accidents and many deaths.
Okay.
So you have these young men dying left and right, left and right, left and right, where then their families need to find corpse brides for them so that they can have their
cluster.
Right. So female corpses now has become a hot commodity in China, and there is a black market now for corpse brides.
Stop. No. Hey, you need a dead woman? I got a dead woman. Everything's going to be fine.
They're going to bring in an American for you.
She's going to cook and clean and have the babies.
This is exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. So once news of a young girl dying spreads, friggin' there is a rush to the hospital, and there is an auction war for this fucking dead girl. No, best price goes to the winner.
To the family.
Yes, to the winner, to the best price. Right. And then the ghost wedding happens, 30 to 50K.
Wow.
What? For a fucking dead girl.
Just enough for a marriage.
I hate to say this, but like part of me is like, so when your daughter dies, then you financially benefit from that. That's awful. It's horrible. Oh no.
Yeah. So in 2006, a man named Ma Chonghua,
beautiful.
Okay. From northwestern China. He actually went out and murdered 2 mentally disabled women in order to sell them as corpse brides.
No.
He got $8,300 for each of them.
What?
Did he mention that they were mentally disabled?
So this is very true crime.
It's true crime.
What a fucker.
That is true crime. Crossover edition.
Yeah. Always. You guys always.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
So grave robberies are very high now in China. People are digging up dead girls to sell.
What?
It's so horrible. Yeah, there's been like 12 in this little area in like the past 3 years.
How do you know you're not marrying a corpse
that's already
been married?
Well, that's the thing. What these guys are doing is they're digging up a chick, selling them, then they're burying it, then they go and they redig that one up, and then they resell it to somebody else.
Wow.
So this corpse bride is like being thrown around like 3 or 4 different times.
So all of a sudden, in the afterlife, she has 5 husbands. She's like cooking and feeding and
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I know, like, really, what are the ramifications to this?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Having to take care of 5
Just
men.
to know what it's to be in the afterlife and see what the fuck is happening. So in China, there's no law about having ghost marriages or selling or buying corpses.
No, we're not going to look into that.
No.
When they have time, they should look into it.
No.
Should.
So
some rules.
There's a quote that ABC found from one of the government, whatever, and it says it's a long and slow process to remove a tradition. So it's a tradition. They say it's a custom. It's a tradition. We're just going to let it happen. We don't, whatever.
People are dying.
So it's also a custom in France, Sudan, Taiwan.
What?
Yeah, Japan. It's all over the world. They do this. And it's bananas.
It's wackadoodle.
It's wackadoodle. So there's my story on ghost marriage.
Damn, girl, you did it.
Guess what? Right? It blew my fucking mind.
Can you believe that?
No.
It's so fucking crazy,
right?
It brings up a lot of feelings. Like, I just feel like it's wrong on so many levels. But I guess we shouldn't judge or whatever.
We shouldn't judge.
I think the biggest takeaway is, like, fuck China. You have 32,000 men.
That is crazy. That's crazy. And now they're freaking, like, kidnapping women.
Yeah, I know. Not cool with
They're killing women.
They're killing women. Killing women.
And then they're digging them up and burying them.
Yeah, they're killing them to then sell them for a corpse bride.
I feel like we could just show up, like on a field trip and be like, guess what? That's the bullshit. You don't need to do it.
We're gonna continue with some good motherfucking shit. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all week. I didn't fucking do any research. I just looked up the picture and posted it on the gram and the book and the Twitter.
All the things. Mm-hmm. You did all the things? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So where we left off was really super fucked.
Yes.
Okay. So I looked over to Timo and Dre, and their faces were like this. So we had to stop. We had to take a moment.
Yeah.
So where we left off, and I think y'all remember, is when they were having their fireside chat.
Oh, fuck,
right?
Yeah.
And there is audio tape of what's called the fireside chat, and that's how we know what she said.
So they're all lovey-dovey in front of a fireplace.
Right. They're
getting
naked.
Intimate.
They're doing sexy sex
I'm
stuff.
taking my head down.
And she is saying really terrible things. I don't even want to repeat them.
Right.
Right. It was really upsetting.
I just want to say it wasn't just us that were like green in the face. Like everyone that I talked to that listens to the podcast.
It's awful.
Was like, eh. Like,
it's awful.
The whole time. My husband was like, ugh.
Just thinking about what it takes to say things like that, to do things like that, it just makes you feel yucky to yuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the fireside chat, and now we're going to move on. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I know.
We talked a little bit about there being a videotape, and Paul is in Tammy's room. Right? Mm-hmm. And he's saying, love you, Tammy. Miss you, Tammy. Right? All these like sweet cooing sounds. And then the videotape pans over, and there pops Carla. And she's wearing her sister Tammy's clothes.
Ugh.
And she's like, oh, I hope Carla doesn't find out about us. Right? It's just disgusting. Right?
Gross.
It's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Because she will do anything for Paul, right? She's just obsessed with him. He's obsessed, with virgins, not her. And they have sex on her dead sister's bed. And it's videotaped. So it's really a disgusting situation. It's awful. When you think about what it takes to do things like that, it's like beyond. Like, I don't understand.
There's something wrong with their psychological makeup. It's not okay.
It's not okay, right? And I think, and we'll get to this, like where people are today when they talk about this story, especially in Canada, right? And what they think about these people.
Oh, really?
There's a full circle thing that we'll come to. So I don't know if you guys remember, but Carla, the animal lover, right? She's so great. She loves animals. Used to work at a pet store, and she made a friend at the pet store. So 2 years later, cut to 2 years later, she's now with Paul, and they're making really bad decisions. One night she says, let's go out, let's have a girls' night with this friend. And this girl who thinks Carla is the bee's knees because her hair's like gigantic with the Aquanet. She's like, this is like the most popular girl I've ever met. We need to go out and have a girls' night, right?
Right.
So they go out, and Carla, being the sneaky bitch that she is, puts something in this poor girl's drink.
Oh, God.
And the girl had never had alcohol before. And so she's just off her rocker. She's all of a sudden out of it. And Carla calls Paul and goes, I have a surprise for you.
Ugh.
Right? Disgusting. Paul comes over, and it's not Paul, but it's Carla that has sex with this friend while she's passed out.
Okay.
And it's videotaped, right? She will do anything to please Paul.
So Paul's bringing the video camera, or does...
I don't know if she had it, but she told him to come over. I have a surprise for you. So I'm assuming she had it. This poor girl, she wakes up the next day, and she's so sick, and she thinks it's all because it was the first time she had alcohol, that she's so sick. But she has no idea. I mean... Like a little part of me is like, at least she doesn't remember any of those things happening. That's just terrible. So then, some time goes by, and then August comes around, and they decide, well, we can do this again. Let's have another like girls' night. Let's go out. Let's go drinking. And this girl comes over. Both of them are doing things to her. Of course, it's videotaped because they videotape everything. And this girl stops breathing, right?
So this girl's out, like drugged.
Totally drugged.
Just like her sister.
Just like, it's almost exactly like her sister. Okay. Because do you remember how they are putting the rag on? Right. Yeah. Right. They're doing the same thing to the girl.
Okay.
And at one point, Carla calls 911.
Oh, wow.
And says, there's a girl here. She has stopped breathing. You know, send an ambulance. A few minutes later, Carla calls back and says, no, never mind. Everything's cool. Just kidding.
Oh, no.
She's actually breathing. Everything's fine. And the ambulance doesn't come. Nobody follows up. The girl did start breathing. She did live.
Oh, okay.
But it's awful. It's awful. Like, everything they do is awful. Note cards.
Well, in the United States of America, they would still fucking show up regardless of what you fucking said. So
yeah, no, just kidding.
Yeah. No, they follow up. They follow up. Okay. So, on June 15th, 1991, Paul is looking for license plates because at the time, he was smuggling cigarettes across the border to make money like a real gent, right? He's a really awesome human being. And this is what he's doing to make money. And one of the days, he's like looking for license plates to steal, to put on his car while he's doing all of this stuff. He sees Leslie Mahaffey. Okay, so Leslie, this sweet girl, I think she was 14 or 15 years old. She had had a really terrible day. She'd actually been to a friend's wake that day, and so it was a very emotional day. But her parents had had a very strict time that they wanted her to be home after the funeral, and she didn't get home by that time, so they locked the doors. And she couldn't get into the house, and she was trying to get into the house. And, you know, this guy, Paul, sees her, right? He sees her trying to get into her house, and she says, you know, he says she turned around, and he said, do you want to have a cigarette? And I think in this day and age, hopefully, we know that you just say no. Right. Like, you came out of nowhere, no, I don't want a cigarette. But Leslie said, sure, she's had a very emotional day, she can't get into her house. She says, yes, I'll take, you know, a cigarette. She does that, and all of a sudden, she's blindfolded and thrown into the car. Okay? So, Paul takes Leslie, this sweet baby, and he beats her and rapes her for over 24 hours. And then he kills her. And everything is videotaped, except for the actual death. Okay, so he's obsessed with videotaping all these disgusting things he does to Leslie. He then kills her. But guess what? It's Father's Day. Right? And because they're part of such a close-knit family, he leaves her body down in the basement, goes upstairs. They all celebrate Father's Day with the whole family. They have Father's Day dinner, right?
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting. No. It is disgusting. So then the family leaves after their really special Father's Day celebration. And Paul goes down. He dismembers Leslie's body.
Oh, God.
He puts her parts in cement blocks.
What?
And he leaves them in Lake Gibson, okay? It's awful. This is a very young girl. Just taken from her home like this. Yeah.
Oh, no.
2 weeks later, Paul and Carla are getting married. So that's June 29th, 1991. We've all seen the pictures. We've all seen the hair.
Yeah.
Right. It's huge. Huge hair. Lots of Aquanet. Lots of baby's breath.
Yeah.
Around the head. Yeah, they're getting married because they're so in love and they're so perfect. Right. They're Ken and Barbie, right? And I think that's why people say that. Right. When you see that picture, it's Ken and Barbie.
Right.
At the same effing time that they are like doing their I-do's, basically, Leslie's body is being discovered in the lake.
Oh, even though it was in cement?
Yeah.
Yes.
How?
A fisherman saw these cement blocks and said, these don't belong
They
here.
must have got caught up in his net or something.
Shit.
Fucking crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, so April 16th, 1992, Paul is really got his heart set on having a sex slave.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants one so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And Carla's like, okay, we'll get you a sex slave. So they're driving around, they're looking around.
Because she's not enough.
She's not enough. Could you imagine?
She's not a virgin. Ugh. Right?
Dumb bitch.
You be having sex without me?
You had sex with Doug.
I'm really lucky that
Yeah.
my husband's not the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right?
I need a sex slave now. So
Gross.
it really is gross.
Mm-hmm.
So April 16th, 1992, they're looking around for a sex slave.
Okay.
And they see this really sweet, beautiful girl walking the streets. Her name is Kristen French, and she's 15 years old. So they pull off in a church parking lot. And Carla gets out, and she's holding up a map, like all old school type, like before Google.
Right.
And all this stuff.
Oh, God.
She has the map out, and for some reason, she's going to a 15-year-old girl saying, can you help me find such and such? That's always like a big red flag, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adults who need help don't go to children.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So she's asking her for help. And Kristen is looking at the map to help, and she's then grabbed by Paul and thrown into the car.
Oh, no.
Okay. So they take Kristen to their house, which is just like a house of horrors. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because Leslie has been there and been tortured and raped and then killed, and now
It's like the worst red room ever.
Well, Red Room is fun.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
worst.
There's not death.
Right.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
So different,
Yeah.
but the same.
Yeah.
But different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's actually 2 eyewitnesses to this kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 people say that
Really?
they see her being taken.
Oh, my God.
Which is, wow, that's really
Right.
lucky. Right.
Good.
Right.
Good.
Well,
That's what we want.
so Kristen is taken, and these 2 eyewitnesses, and I'm going to go into the whole psychology of this, say that they see a beige Camaro as the car that take Kristen. Okay. Paul does not drive a beige Camaro.
Okay.
He drives a gold Nissan, because of course he does.
Right.
Of
Okay.
course he drives a gold
Okay.
Nissan. But these eyewitnesses say a beige Camaro. Now, something that I didn't think about before, like I'm a true crime buff.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Crime Con, my sister and I, and they did this whole thing for us where all the people there in Crime Con were in a room, and out of nowhere there was an assault or a murder in the room by all these actors that we didn't know was going to happen.
Cool.
It was
live
wow.
or on
I
video?
No, live.
On live.
Oh, I love
So
that.
out of nowhere, these people start fighting, and then they're like stabbing each other, and then someone gets shot. And then
So they staged all that.
they staged all of
Oh my
it.
gosh.
So
okay.
all the people, like speakers, were part of this. It
Okay.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So then they stopped it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they said, "Who saw what happened?" Okay.
Oh.
So
Right.
people were raising their hands in the audience.
Like, yeah,
I
we
saw.
fucking saw it.
I was right
Yeah,
here.
that's right
I
here,
saw
right.
it.
Yeah.
So then they had a whole panel of eyewitnesses,
Mm-hmm.
and none of them got it right. And
What?
you know how we know? Because they videotaped it
Oh,
and
come
showed
on.
it on the big screen.
Mm.
It blew my mind.
Wow.
So they're like, oh yeah, he was wearing blue, but no, he was wearing purple.
Yes.
Like that? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. So eyewitness accounts are really typically not credible.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. But I didn't know that before
Yeah.
CrimeCon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
CrimeCon, call us about Pod Row. Okay. Here we go.
Please.
Here we go. So these eyewitnesses are saying they see a beige Camaro, and they put billboards up all over town looking for a beige Camaro. And he doesn't drive a beige Camaro.
Man.
Isn't that sad?
That's horrible.
So Kristen's father does a press conference, and let me tell you, my heart just about like clenched up. He's just desperate to find her. Sorry. You watch this video, and he's just desperate to find her. He just wants his daughter back. And it said that Paul really favored her. Was really into her, like, innocence. For some reason, with Leslie, he only kept her for 24 hours. With Kristen, it was different. Like, he wanted to keep her.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes. He kept her for several days. He raped her. He beat her. But something I don't think I've brought up before is Paul, of course, was an aspiring rap artist.
Yeah. All right.
I think we should all take a moment to think about
that.
Yeah. So he wanted to be a rap artist, and he would take her into his studio and talk about his music and have her listen to his music. And of course, Carla for sure is like, "What you doing? Like, what you doing?" Right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
God.
he's not just doing like these basic things.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
like spending time with her,
Right.
and he really, really liked her.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So Carla was like, "Gots to go. She's gots to go."
Oh no.
So all of this, of course, is videotaped, but the death, again, is not videotaped. In April 1992, her body is found in a cement ditch near where Leslie is buried in a cemetery. So it's kind of crazy that they did that. Yes. Yes. So in January 1993, Carla goes to the emergency room and says Paul has beat her.
Okay.
Shocking.
No shit.
It's crazy. He what? Yeah. Not only does he rape and beat other people, he also beats on her. And there's actually a nasty picture if you want to look it up. And her eyes are really like the blackest I've ever seen anyone have. Like, he beat the shit out of her. So,
Right, but she's opening up a fucking can of worms, right?
what?
Words.
Is she opening up the
It's like
can
you
of-
fucking idiot. Oh my God.
Yes, she goes into the ER. She
Oh,
says,
shit.
he beat me, blah, blah, blah.
She's tired of his shit. Oh, that's really bad.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, he beat her. He beat her.
It's like when like you wear a mask, but you paint your eyeballs black,
Yep.
so that nobody can see
Like
through
just
the
a
mask.
full black.
She's just like,
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
Oh,
bam,
yeah.
bam, bam.
Like, was she on some kind of NSAIDs? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
You're such a nerd.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, we're all going to go back in time when they were looking for the Scarborough rapist. Do you remember that?
Right,
And they
right.
interviewed him, and he was super, like, chill. Like, yeah, you can take my DNA.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
It had been
yeah.
2 years before.
Right.
Oh, shit.
motherfucker.
That one scientist and that one tech were working their ass off for 2 years, and they finally got to his. And guess what? It matched. It's a fucking match. Paul Bernardo came up as a DNA match as the Scarborough rapist. I'm shocked.
Oh my God.
My mind is blown.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, finally. Okay.
Right?
All right.
So
Thank
Carla
God.
in January is saying he beat me with a flashlight. We saw the picture. Yeah, it looks like a flashlight beating. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God. It looks like a mallet.
It does.
Yeah, it's bad.
It does.
Fuck.
So the police contact Carla, and she thinks it's because of the beating, this domestic violence situation.
Mhm.
It isn't. They got this DNA back, and they wanted just to interview her to like figure out like what's going on with Paul. So a miscommunication there. They bring in, remember the Green Ribbon Task Force that they had put together to look into the Scarborough rapists and all this stuff. So it's all coming together. It just took 2 years.
Yeah.
It just took 2 years.
Oh my God.
Okay. Do you like my professional notes?
I love it. It's good.
Okay, we do what we want.
We do what we want.
do what we fucking want.
What are you going to do? Okay, so she's thinking, okay, they're here to talk about domestic violence. We're going to have an interview with them. Okay, so she leaves the interview with the police and she's like totally freaked out.
Yeah.
As she should. She's a shitty fucking person. She goes to the family attorney, which kind of cracks me up. Like, of course, they have a family fucking attorney.
Gross.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course they do.
They're like, we did some bullshit.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So she goes to the lawyer and she's like, by the way, I might have done some murders.
Seriously?
I might have killed my sister.
There was like
No.
so many murders, but I have to say
No.
I was made to do it.
What
It's
a
like,
lying bitch.
I didn't even want to do it. Right, like just lied her fucking ass off, right?
Oh my God.
It's super fucked. So this lawyer goes and he's like, look, you guys want to get Paul? I got her. She will testify against this motherfucker, but you need to give her a deal. Right? So the police at this time are raiding Paul's house, like looking through the shit, trying to find evidence. It's fucking crazy. So she, just to bring it all together, she's blaming him for everything. Right? She didn't do anything wrong.
No.
It was all him.
No.
She was under the spell.
Yes. So on February 17th, 1993, they arrest Paul Bernardo, of course, because the DNA is at first Scarborough rapist, right?
Okay.
So, okay, we're going to get him.
Okay.
They do a 71-day search of the house. I need some drink. I'm going to cough.
What's the 71 days? I don't get it.
71 days. They were searching.
It took them 71 days to search.
That's like 2 months.
2.5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe they just like an hour a day.
Fuck. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't log out.
Like, take the time that you need.
Yeah, take the time.
Know.
Right. So they said it was 71 days. They could not find tapes, right? Because she had said there are tapes there, right? There are tapes. They could not find them. Okay. So they do a plea deal with Carla. And to this day, this plea deal is called the deal with the devil.
It is.
It is. It fucking is.
I haven't heard about it, but I mean, kind of like heard about it.
You've heard of the devil and making deals with the devil?
I kind of heard, because with our Marino group, we kind of talked about it, and then someone said, oh, I can't believe da-da-da-da-da, and I'm like, no.
Did they tell you?
Yeah,
they said something.
They a little bit gave it away.
Yeah.
Okay, well, pretend that didn't happen last night. Okay. So, on June 28th, 1993, Carla goes in to take on her sentence, right? She's made this plea deal. And a big thing for them, like when you're watching like shows about this or listen to podcasts about this, is they wanted to keep this hush-hush. They didn't tell the media anything that was going on. They didn't want them to know what they were doing. Like, they were giving her a sweet-ass deal.
Yeah.
Why? Because of like the backlash and shit?
That's what people were saying. Like, why? Because all of these people have been looking for Leslie and Kristen, the Scarborough rapist. This is a huge
But
story.
her sister wasn't brought into this mix. Like, the whole issue with her sister.
Oh, honey, we'll get there.
Yeah, because like, she shouldn't be like doing
I know.
That was so sweet. Aww. So she said she was an abused wife. She was forced to do things. She's like a sweet little lamb.
She's a fucking liar.
She's a fucking liar. Okay. So she gets a manslaughter charge. She gets a 12-year sentence.
Wow.
But it's a 2-year, 12-year sentence, but it's to serve concurrently. So really, it's, you don't do 24 years. You do 12 years, but it's doing 2 sentences at the same time.
Right.
Okay. And they're saying it was the deal of the century.
Oh my God.
Deal with the devil. It really was. And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why. So this is a big story, and the media and the public want to know what's going on, but they're not allowed in courtroom. They're not given information. It is actually like super, super fucked. In August 1993, Carla files for divorce. Oh no, it's not gonna work out.
It's not.
Oh my
Really?
God.
She files for divorce.
She does.
She's letting go.
She's letting go. I think it was because of that picture we just looked at where he beat her ass with a flashlight.
Yeah. Not because he fucked her sister.
No.
Or killed her.
No, he totally, to do that, he had to have been taking the flashlight and just like, bam, bam,
the
bam.
The pictures
bam,
are nasty.
Bam. Like, it's not like just random, like, it was like.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. Fully terrible.
Fucking crazy.
She deserved it. She fucking deserved it. Okay, so on May 18th, 1995, the trial for Par Bernardo starts. People line up, right, to be in this courtroom. I would be too. I would so fucking
right there.
do it.
We would
right
Oh
there.
my God. Yes, I would want to see everything about this. He puts in a not guilty plea, right? He's like, I didn't fucking do anything. This is kind of crazy.
Oh, God.
He just is so full of himself. So, do you remember 5 minutes ago when the police did that search and it took 71 days and they couldn't find those tapes and Carla got this amazing deal?
Right.
Do you remember that time?
Yeah.
Okay. All of a sudden, 6 videotapes are fucking found after she gets this plea deal.
Found where?
After she gets a plea deal?
After she
They're like sent to the station anonymously.
Where did these videotapes come from? You know what? It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know where they found them.
Okay.
It's crazy, dude.
All right.
This whole thing is fucking batshit, okay?
Oh my God.
Sure is.
Not like the death weddings you talked about.
No.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
That's batshit too, though. Like, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they get these 6 videos. They watch them, and guess what? Carla is fully complicit in everything.
Who fucking sent the videos then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my
The plot
God.
thickens.
Yeah.
They see these videos.
They shared it. They put it on Pornhub.
Right. It's on Pornhub. You can watch it now. I don't know that.
I don't care.
So there's transcripts, right, of all these videos, which is why we have the fireside chat. We know all these things that she said. And she's fully complicit, right? And so people are like, oh my God.
Like, jaws dropped.
Right.
Holy shit.
Did we just make a plea deal with this bitch who did all this shit?
Fucking bitch.
Crazy, right? And it's clear she fully participated in everything.
Oh my God. Is this like a double jeopardy situation?
They made a deal with her.
Like,
They can't come back.
Yeah.
But
say, it's done. Signed and done.
Oh,
Signed and done.
It's not double jeopardy, but they made a plea deal. So like, you can't.
You can't say.
I guess it is like double jeopardy, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
No, it's like, because she's not being tried for it.
Wasn't there, it was like,
she got manslaughter.
Wasn't it
she
Julia Roberts or who made that movie where
Double Jeopardy?
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, but it wasn't Julia Roberts. It was Ashley Judd.
Right.
I love that movie.
So good.
It really made me think about Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like almost like the Midsummer ending.
Yeah.
It's like Karma Bitch.
She was like,
yeah, Karma Bitch.
Yeah. She's like,
oh my God. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so she fully participated in all of this. We're not shocked. They are shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. So, June 19th, 1995, Carla testifies at Paul's hearing. So, the trial lasts 4 months. The jury watches all these terrible videotapes. I'm sorry, jury. They deliberate for 8 hours, probably because maybe a meal was provided. So they were like, just
there was a lot to go over, though, too. Yeah.
But maybe a meal was provided.
Yeah,
so
right.
More than one meal.
Peanuts.
For sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be shocking to everyone. On September 1st, 1995, he was found guilty. No
way!
Oh my God, I'm shocked. On all accounts, he got life in prison. Mm-hmm. Do we remember what Carla got? 12 years, right? 12 years.
So unfortunate.
This fucking bitch. So Carla gets released after 12 years.
Oh
and they're saying, that she's more psychopathic than Paul is. I don't know about that, but she's a sick ass motherfucking fuck.
Mm.
Okay. So she now lives in Montreal. And
the French Canadian side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So February 2007, she gives birth to a baby boy. She's married. She's so happy. She's having a wonderful life.
Does she have her same Carla Hamamal name?
Homolka?
I don't know if it's still Carla Homolka, but this is what full circle is right now. Is everyone's heard about don't fuck with cats.
Right.
Okay.
So. Right.
Oh,
right.
So this piece of shit, Luca says to a reporter to get attention.
Right.
Everyone's saying I'm with Carla Homolka.
Everyone's saying
everyone's
I'm
saying
hooking up with
I'm like
Carla
really pretty,
Homolka.
and I'm with Carla Homolka. And he was saying that because everyone hates Carla Homolka with every fight because she got this crazy deal and she did all these terrible, disgusting, fucked up shit.
Right.
And basically got away with it.
Yeah.
And she's got a baby and she's like living the life.
She got away with fucking gross ass fucking rape, murder, fucking whatever.
She's a piece of shit. She's a
disgusting.
terrible fucking person.
So disgusting.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why Canadians hate Carla. And that's why Luca brought up, people are saying I'm with her to destroy my career as a model.
He wanted to like hook himself up with like,
right.
Like
because
in the same,
everyone,
like, yeah. Yeah, he
everyone
wanted to be
in
like,
Canada,
maybe I'm worse than Carla Homolka.
Right? Basically.
Yeah.
So that is the story of the Ken and Barbie killers.
Oh my God.
That was just like, yuck.
They're terrible.
That was the worst
They're
story.
they're the fucking worst.
That's the worst story ever.
They're the worst.
Ever
And I
heard.
hate that she's just kind of just living her life and it's fucking fine. I don't know what name she's going by. I can't imagine her keeping her name because she's like known in Canada as this terrible person.
Yeah.
I bet you can't even. You can't even find it. If you can, we won't be able to find it because we're here in America. But
I also feel
disgusting.
bad.
I'm sure people know her, you know?
Like, God.
I'm sure.
She told fucking, what's his face, she wanted to have 4 children so that he could rape them.
Right.
She, like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
So
she
gross.
has a child, and at some point, he's going to figure out everything about his mother and the past, and how is that going to be like for him. And I feel really, really bad for her child because he's innocent. He's an innocent.
So they heard all these videotapes. They heard her saying that because that's the fireside video, right?
Right, and there's transcripts of it.
How are they letting her have a child?
What do you mean? She got convicted of manslaughter.
Yeah.
She did her
served
time.
She did.
Gotcha.
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This is still good.
It's
okay.
Ken and Barbie murders. Yay!
Yay!
You go fuck yourself.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think, honestly, that there's ever going to be a badass story of the week that could, like, cleanse that palate.
I know.
Nothing can like, make me feel better after what they fucking did. They're pieces of shit. All right? But we're going to talk about the badass story of the week.
Badass story of the week.
All right. Woo. So there's this baby little cat.
Oh,
There's a baby little cat.
A cross-eyed little cat. And
He's
so
not a little
cute.
cat, though.
No, he's a big fucking cat.
What do they call it? Coon? A coon cat?
A coon cat. He's so
A coon
cute.
cat.
He's really
A Maine. Oh, it's a Maine coon cat.
So
Yeah.
if I saw this cat at the
werewolf cat.
It's a werewolf cat.
but if I saw this cat like in the pound or whatever, I would be like, he's so fucking ugly.
Oh no,
Dre.
No, he's so cute.
No, he's like,
poor
it's like the ugly in a
baby.
cute way.
Yes.
So, let me tell you, I adopted a Chihuahua that had like the ugly little underbite, and he looked at me and he like looked at me with his little underbite, and I was like, you know what? We weren't getting a Chihuahua, but guess what? We're getting a Chihuahua now.
Do you have that Chihuahua now?
Yes, and now like 15 years later, he's blind.
Oh, that's
But
sad.
he's our baby, and we've had him
These
for like
Chihuahuas are my heart.
yes. Oh,
I've
he's
had
the best.
Chihuahuas like for like the past like 15 years, 16 years. I think I've had like 5 chihuahuas.
5?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had a
Okay.
few with baby daddy.
And
then, yeah, and now I have 2, they're mixed chihuahuas,
Yeah.
but they're little. Oh, I love them so much. If I could have like a whole house full of chihuahuas, I would, because I love them. I love them so much. I don't know what it is.
Do they just shake like this?
No, mine don't shake.
No, because
mine have never
when they're
shake.
mixed, they don't. They have more like. They're
But
more
I've
calm.
had
Okay.
a few purebreds, and mine didn't shake.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I always just thought they shook.
So if you guys remember, like back when we had the fires here in Santa Clarita,
I'm trying to forget.
No, we can never forget. My brother actually took my Chihuahua to my sister's house, and she has 4 Chihuahuas. And so when he like got introduced to the pack, he was just like happier than ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So she's keeping an eye on him. He has glaucoma. He's
He's with her right now?
He is, yeah.
Aww.
But it's because he's actually thriving in the pack, right? Like at home, he wasn't thriving. He was starting to like fail,
deteriorate. Yeah,
and I couldn't see that. And I've loved and adored him for like 15
What's
years.
his name?
Charlie. My
Charlie.
Charlie. My Charlie baby.
Hi, Charlie. We love you.
So my sister was kind enough to say, like, you know what? He's doing so well. Why don't you just leave him?
Yeah,
That is nice.
of course.
So she's taking care of him, and he's doing amazing.
Yay, Charlie.
You know, so we get to see him every now and then, and it's awesome. Like, she's such an animal lover. She has like 8 dogs, so like, I know she's in good hands.
8?
That's not legal.
She has 4 legal dogs.
Yeah. The other ones are indoors, so it doesn't matter. Nobody will ever know. All right, and she's such a good owner. Anyway, so going on to my story, out in San Francisco, back in June of 2018, Rachel Kroll, she went and looked online on Facebook, like we're all on, right? Because we're old. There was a Facebook post listed by the San Francisco Animal Control. And it was this little cat that was cross-eyed.
Oh,
so cute, little cross-eyed gray big
I thought
fat
it was really
kitty.
cute.
He is adorable.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, like whenever there's something a little bit off about animals, that draws me to them, and I love them even more.
But he's not the size of a normal cat, though.
No, he's huge.
Yeah,
he's probably like a 20-pound cat. Probably. I don't know.
It's like I've been feeding him.
Yeah, those
everything in my house is big.
Those coon cats are
they're big.
Crazy, yeah.
So when Rachel Kroll saw him, she fell in love, and she just thought he was just so hilarious and adorable, and she's never even liked cats. She's never been a cat lover. She's never owned a cat.
It's her first kitty.
You know, she went ahead and she sent this picture to her family, and they just fell in love. And they said, Rachel, go adopt that cat right now.
So cute.
Okay. Most likely with those little cross eyes, nobody else is going to adopt him, right?
Oh, God.
So Rachel went out. She went to the San Francisco Animal Control, and she went ahead and adopted him. On top of that, she decided that his name is Belarus. Belarus he needed his own Instagram.
Of course.
Hey. So go ahead and follow Belarus.
Okay, I will.
He is my_boy_Belarus at Instagram, right?
Okay.
So go ahead and follow him.
Okay.
He has 250,000 followers.
What now?
Wow.
250,000 followers.
We hit 700 today. Why can't we be cross-eyed cats? God damn it!
Slow and steady wins the race.
How does this happen?
Yeah.
Show us.
It's all right.
Belarus, help me.
Belarus!
Help me, Belarus.
Show us how to get the followers.
All right. So Rachel decided that, you know, with all of his notoriety and all of these people following him and loving him, that she decided that she was going to do something good, right? Like we all do.
Good deeds that we're doing.
Good
deeds
that
most of us in this room are doing.
Most of us. She's doing good.
No, she's doing better than both of us.
Right. Okay. Right. All right. So Rachel decided to sell shirts and hoodies with Belarus's face on them.
I want
one. Yeah.
Oh, your birthday's coming up. You like it?
No, I have other things I want.
So
make me a list, bitch.
Follow his Instagram, and you can go ahead and go on to like his little shopping cart or whatever it might be, and you can buy a Belarus hoodie or t-shirt.
Yay!
And good news, all of the proceeds, 100%, is donated to animal control.
Yay!
Right? She's already, like, just last year alone, she donated $6,000 to shelters.
Wow.
So
$4,000 to the shelter that had Belarus.
Okay.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
$1,000 went to the Sonoma Community Animal Response Team for their efforts saving animals from the Sonoma wildfire. And $1,000 to Cat Town of Oakland.
Yay!
Cool.
I love it!
That's awesome.
It's so cute.
It is so cute.
I'm not even a cat lover, and I love this cat.
One little thing says, "I will love you," and
That's so
do
cool.
something great.
Let's go ahead and follow
Yeah.
Belarus.
Yeah,
Once again,
I'm gonna follow.
What is he again? My_boy_Belarus.
I
Cool.
love it.
Okay.
Cool.
Good story. Badass of the week. Belarus. All right. So send us your stories to handcuffsandsage@gmail.com. Check out our Patreon.
Right.
Yes, right.
And I just customized the URL. So it's www.patreon.com/handcuffsandsage.
We need your support.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell that things aren't fancy up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need equipment. We want to be as entertaining as possible and sound as good as possible. We need your help. But guess what? If you help us, we'll send you fun things,
we have
and
fun-
you'll get
some
fun
fun stuff.
videos
Yeah.
and lots of goodies like that. So it's a win-win for everyone. Check out the website that we almost lost today,
Yeah.
It's there.
but we have it.
It's there. And then I'm going to repost the blogs and add another blog because we have our February event that I will add to the website.
And that is
Handcuffs and Sage
podcast.com. We are professionals.
Yes.
We
And
know
then-
what we're doing.
And then, of course, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then what else? That's it.
I just want to say thank you. It's always so much fun. Subscribe.
Yeah.
As my nephew always says, subscribe.
Yes. Leave us a
Subscribe.
comment. Tell you how much you love us.
Yeah.
But don't say anything negative. We
No.
don't need that in our lives.
I
And
kind
thanks
of
for
want
putting
the
up for our
negative
first
a
I
little
don't
bit.
want any negative.
It's all right. If you want to give us like
Trisha's
Zero.
all about it. She wants to hear all
Zero
the shit that
negative.
you
Yeah.
got to say.
yeah,
Give it up to Trish.
I'm a sensitive flower.
Timo,
Right?
Timo, Dre, Timo.
Yeah.
All right. Are you
Timo.
ready? And remember, we do what we want. Woo! Cadillacs.
Dun, dun, dun.